Hey guys, and welcome back to my spiritual channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below, as well as turn your bell notifications on in order to be notified when I upload new content. I am finally back with another video, and honestly, I know it's been a minute, but I have my reasons why I wasn't here. This channel is going to be a 5 times a week upload kind of a channel, and I'm not going to back down on the schedule unless something is really happening. And if you notice, I wasn't here for over a week, and that's because I really was fighting a really bad flu. So before we get into today's video, I would like to explain why I wasn't here and how I accidentally attracted this flu. Girl, when I tell you this flu was the worst illness I've ever had, yeah, girl was not feeling that fine. And I rarely attract any sort of colds or any sort of sickness to myself. So I kept thinking how did I attract it to myself? You know, I am living in such a positive sphere of energy. I'm living a happy life. I have nothing to complain about. I don't really think any negative or heavy thoughts. So I was like, how is it possible that I attracted this? How could I, a person who lives a happy and, energetically high life, how could I attract this really low vibrational illness? I kept thinking about that while I was sick. I kept thinking about it and trying to think, how did I attract it? And then I remembered. So several days before I got sick, I really was thinking about, why am I not serious about my nutrition? I was kind of talking to myself saying Tanita, when are you going to take your nutrition seriously? When are you going to take your health seriously? You eat crap. You literally eat everything you want, which is true. That's what I did. I would eat candy, I would eat chips, I would eat drink Arizona teas 15 a day. I wouldn't eat some days, I just didn't care about my nutrition. I'm not about to sit here and lie to you guys. I'm not perfect. That's how it was. I did not have a good connection with my body in terms of nutrition and food. And I was asking myself, when am I going to take myself seriously? When am I going to take care of my health? Because this is going to catch up to me. Yes, now I can drink Coke and eat hot Cheetos and do whatever I want, but in 10 years, in 20 years, it's not going to be the same. So I asked myself, what is it going to take for you to actually take your health seriously? Is it going to be a serious illness? Is it going to be an illness that makes you understand how important health is? And guess what happened? I did get an illness. It wasn't serious enough because I couldn't attract anything serious, but it was really painful for me to understand the value of my health, just like what I asked the universe to do. I asked the universe to understand the value of my health, and that's what she served. Thank you. I didn't want it that way. That's why it's important to be specific about certain desires. Yay! So today we're talking about why it is important to be specific with certain desires. Keep in mind I said certain desires because a lot of the time it's actually better not to be specific. A lot of the time it's actually better to allow the universe to serve you whatever is best, to ask for the best good for you instead of asking for a specific outcome. This is usually the best way to go. As we talked about it on this channel before, universe knows best, what's best for you, and sometimes you don't even know what you want. You don't even know whether the outcome that you're so desperately seeking is the best outcome for you. So it's always better to ask for the highest good for all, or the highest good for yourself, or just the highest good in order for you to receive the best possible outcome. We haven't talked about this on this channel, but a lot of people would like to attract a specific person, and literally every single spiritual guru out there says, please don't. I mean, you can, but please don't do that, because you never know whether the person that you're so desperately want right now is the best possible fit for you. A lot of the times when you're specific about the outcome, it also narrows down the ways that this outcome can come to you. There are plenty of ways that attachment to a very specific outcome hurts you and your manifestation powers. You're literally cutting yourself off of the giant source that is ready to serve you whatever is best for you. So you may be thinking, what is she doing here? Literally the video is titled, Why I Gotta Be Specific, and now you're telling me I shouldn't be specific about my desire. The beautiful thing is, of course, is that you gotta find balance. I literally can't talk about it unless I'm talking an example. So let's go through a couple of them. Setting a goal of becoming a millionaire by 2020 is a good specific goal. You're not overly specific here. You're not saying that this amount of money is going to come from here, this amount of money is going to come from there. You're not over planning and not over analyzing anything. You're simply dictating to the universe that this is what is going to happen. Let's take another desire. Let's say that you want to be an executive PR manager for the gaming department of Google. Obviously that's not a position, I made it up. And you want it by 2020. Like, that might be a little bit too specific because you're picking a company, an exact position, an exact date where you want it. You know, I mean, you're welcome to try to manifest it. You're welcome to do that. I mean, of course, if you have full faith, if you have full universe behind you, nothing can stop you, no matter what I'm saying here. But it might be better, it might be easier for you to open the borders a little bit and say, I want to be an executive PR manager for the gaming wing or department at any top global company that's going to pay me over this amount of money. This opens thousands of opportunities to receive offers from other companies that you haven't even thought of. That might be greater than the one that you wanted at Google. All I'm saying is that you need to play around with your desires and find that place in which they're not overly specific, but not specific enough. Like, let's say the desire to have $1 million by 2020 is very reasonable, it's specific enough. But the desire to be rich by 2020 is not specific enough. The universe doesn't know how much to give you. What qualifies rich? For some people, richness is $100,000. For other people, it's billions of dollars. The universe doesn't know what to serve you. You don't have a concrete goal in mind. Your subconscious is not fed a concrete desires. When you give the universe such an ambiguous desire, even if you put out the energy of being wealthy, even if you put out all these affirmations on a daily basis, even if you meditate, all you're doing is that you're attracting ambiguously wealthy energy into your life. It's not specific enough. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're projecting. Uncertainty is coming your way because you're projecting uncertainty. Sure, this uncertainty might be better than your previous uncertainty, but isn't it better to be concrete in this case? Another thing, the universe has a sense of humor, so when you're not specific enough, she likes to serve you funny outcomes of things that you should have been specific of. Let me tell you a funny story. I read this, I'm pretty sure in E-Squared. If I'm mistaken, I'm so sorry, but I'll link it down below. This one man in the story wanted to sleep with two women. He was putting all his effort, all his affirmations, meditation, everything into fulfilling this desire, no matter how kind of funny it seems to us. So he was really trying to manifest it, and this one night he met a really nice lady in the bar. They had a really good night and they ended up taking it home. They went home, they went to her bedroom, and guess what happened? Her little daughter climbed into the bed and she was trying to sleep with her because she missed her mommy. So the desire that man was trying to attract so desperately did come true, but he wasn't specific enough about what he wants from these women. So the universe decided and told him, here it is, you're sleeping with two women that night. Another story is from my friend, which just happened just recently. She told me that she was trying to manifest a message from this one guy that she likes. Let's say his name is Alex, and she was like, I'm gonna get a message from Alex, 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 whatever, you know, just the whole affirmation, like attracting the specific message from a specific person kind of a thing. And yeah, she did get a message from Alex, but it wasn't the Alex that she wanted to get the message from, because there was still a lot of attachment to the other Alex that she did want to attract. What I'm trying to tell you is be specific, but don't be too specific. Universe is a weird place. You know that. All it wants is balance and peace. So go where it feels natural with your desire. I think this is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Namaste.